I feel like, it's a good process, and that's really like, I would say most of the things that we've tried to do that are turnkey and they're like this or that, they don't end up working.
Yeah.
But I do want to talk about one that we talk about all the time, and that's our design team. Can I say their name on here?
Yeah.
Design Pickle. They're great if anyone wants to ever use them. They can be pricey, but they're worth every penny. They make us look like rock stars a lot of times.
Yeah.
Describe what you like about Design Pickle. Describe what they are first, because this is a way, guys, that you can outsource a lot of your design work, and if you get enough volume, then it's going to be worth the dollar. So if you can get some sales, this is a good company that's going to really, really give you a good product that your clients are going to like. So you need to work on how you're going to mark that up, and then also how you're going to get the volume of sales to then make them worth it. But what is your experience with them?
I mean, so far it's one of those services that you've always heard about, but you always had you were skeptical about it. I think for us, we have a design team, and then to accelerate and grow that, right, what we do to add more firepower, we use Design Pickle. So Design Pickle for us, it really helps us out when we have these projects that we need, all hands on deck. And Design Pickle themselves, the way that they have set up, they have, a team of managers who manage those, project managers who manage those designers. So for us, it was really, nice to have somebody overseeing them as well. It's like having a second manager on your team.
And yeah, absolutely. So the project manager is a big part of making Design Pickle really be able to fly with great speed and a better product.
Yeah.
It doesn't absorb your time. They're kind of just handling it. And that's an extra $5. How much is Design Pickle on, talk about the price of Design Pickle.
Yeah, so the price is relatively, it depends on what package you get. For us, we have a pro designer, and then we also have, a custom illustrator. And then when we need more, we turn it up, right? We get, 2 more illustrators or 2 more, graphic designers. But in terms of their workflow and what they can offer is, they call it unlimited design. And, in the reality, it's not like you're going to, if you put in 100 orders, you're not going to get it the same day.
I've seen that around a lot. Unlimited this. Come on.
Yeah. So in that regard, you got to take it for what it's worth, right? I mean, figure so many hours out in a day, how many designs are you going to do? 2 to 3 if they're not big jobs.
But they can knock out multiple designs in a day.
They can. They have certain brands. You create those certain brands for your clients, right? And then they can, hey, I want this brand to do this. I want this project for this brand.
Right.
So it's easy. They match up the whole brand identity, and they can quickly pump things out. And their communication is probably the biggest part of this. When you're working with a freelance team, or you're working with other freelancers, or even a service, sometimes you don't get that communication. It's like you have to log on, you have to look at the query, and then that's it. With Design Pickle, I have my own Slack channel, and we're just talking back and forth, which is huge. Which is honestly huge. That only comes with a pro account, but for us, it's worth it.
But we pay what, $1,500 a month for it ish?
Yeah, I think
sometimes
16,
up to 25 or something if it's heavy. If there's a heavy load.
Yeah, so I think right now, every single month we spend about $1,600 with them. And that varies depending on the workload. Yeah.
Yeah, in full transparency, we have zero affiliation with Design Pickle.
Yeah.
But we do use them, and we have used them now for I want to say 8 or 9 months, and that was a big expense for us at the time. We're like, I think we started on a $1,000 a month package.
Yeah.
And we quickly grew out of that because we were like, wow, these guys are good. All right, let's see what else they can do. How can we make this more efficient? And if you can afford to bump it up a little bit, they can become much more efficient. And I focus on the video production, and they make me look good because now all of a sudden I can bring to the clients not just, hey, here's your stuff cut up, but now I'm putting a lower third with their name and their company that looks awesome. Now we created a YouTube banner for them. Now we created their first few thumbnails. Now we created a custom illustration of them for all sorts, which you can use a million different ways. And they're just like, and the client's like, whoa, this was not something I expected. I love this. So they really add a lot of that indirect value as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
I've been thrilled with them. We've tried a few other of these agencies for websites, for video production, and they make similar promises and this and that, and we have not had success. I don't want to name any at this point. We probably will in the future, but but they've been good on some levels, and some we can't even get to we're trying 12 times to email them to get one interview to see if they're going to be good, and you can't even get in touch with them. It's like, well, this isn't going to work long term.
Communication, right? I mean, that's your biggest, if you don't have that, anybody who's out there who has a creative team or you're about to, develop one, right? When you have a little bit of experience in that space, the number one thing for me is communication. So like when these other companies are coming back to you, like red flag, like
right away,
exactly,
Yeah.
Like get out of here, like this isn't gonna work.
So yeah, they're good. They're a really good support system, Design Pickle overall. So